What's up, you guys? So, Dr. Jackie is being talked about online for her comments about black women crying wolf and being dramatic. We're always accused of being dramatic when we express our pain. And Dr. Jackie is old school. She went to medical school down south, I believe in Mississippi. And so she is part of that group of doctors that feel like black women are dramatic. And so her patients are sharing their experiences with her, and it's not good. So we're going to get into that in this video. But first, if you're watching this channel and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You will not regret it. And everyone, click the thumbs up button.
Sometimes as African American women, we're a bit more dramatic in that you go to the doctor and you complain and you complain and you complain, and you're not taken serious because you cried wolf the entire pregnancy.
That ain't me, boo. I don't know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
I didn't say you. I just said as African American women, we want to also make sure you're being serious with your doctor and not playing the game so I can take you off work. Because then we see you 25 times in the pregnancy. It's hard to believe that there's a true problem when there's a true problem.
All right, you guys. So the Neighborhood Talk, shout out to Kyle. The Neighborhood Talk posted about Jackie in her comments, and Mariah actually addressed them in a video with All About the Tea. So I want to play what Mariah had to say about it, and then also I want to play what Dr. Jackie's own patients had to say about Dr. Jackie's bedside manner.
The things that's going on with the controversy with Jackie, because she's shown that since season 1. We've seen how she treated obese ladies, and we've seen how she's judged a lot of women. I mean, we give her grace because she's Dr. Jackie, but she ain't Jesus. And and she makes mistakes like the rest of us. So I think one of the problems with the show is that we have put her so much on a pedestal. And why? Because because her patients are celebrities. We got to do better with that. And I think that was a part of my lesson in this journey. Putting people on pedestals. Yes, they're doctors. I wanted to pay homage because of all the work and the sacrifice, but they're still people. I mean, and some, like my mama could say, it's nothing worse than the educated fool. Oh. I think that it's horrible.
So, former patients of Dr. Jackie are speaking out about the treatment they received from her. So, this person said, "This is very triggering at Dr. Jackie because you minimize my pain. I'm crying and shaking because I'm in disbelief that you continue to minimize the experience of an African American mother. I was a patient who complained about pain. Your office staff misdiagnosed my pain over the phone." The staff, and attempted to deny me a sick appointment. After pleading, they agreed to schedule the appointment. The first thing you said when you saw me is, "You don't look like you're in pain." My husband told you that I was in pain. Since you didn't have sonogram equipment in your Duluth office, you sent an order to a specialist at Northside who discovered that I had started dilating. They immediately admitted me into the hospital, and I ultimately delivered my baby girl at 22 weeks, 1 pound, via emergency C-section. You never followed up, you never apologized, and you never cared. The clip of you minimizing the pregnancy experience of mothers speaks volumes to your character, and it's one that I wish I saw before I made the mistake of entrusting you as my doctor. That's really deep. It's hard to read. Another person said, "As someone who was once a patient of Dr. Jackie's, I can confirm that she often does not take complaints from black women seriously. I was in tremendous cycle pain and I was feeling dead during that time of the month, and she literally chuckled in my face as I described my issues. She was very quick with exams, and the first thing she said when she walked in the room each time I saw her was, 'You need to lose a little weight.' Not hello, not good morning, nothing. I stopped seeing her a few years ago. Until this day, I will tell anyone who asks not to go to her. People be like, 'Do you have a good recommendation for an OBGYN?' And my first response is always, 'Well, don't go to Dr. Jackie.' Somebody below that said, 'She was my doctor at Northside while my doctor was out, and she was so effing rude. I just wanted her out of my room, to be honest.' Another person said, so this is the reason I almost was out of here in your care, huh, Jackie? And she added her. She said, because this is how you felt. I'm still traumatized by my experience of telling you over and over how I didn't feel right, how exhausted I was, and how your response to me was I was just lazy and I would have a lazy baby and I just needed to exercise. You guys, that sounds so extreme to call a pregnant woman lazy and say that they're going to have a lazy baby. But I have heard that. People tell women anything, and I have heard that said to women. She said, this is so triggering. I am literally shaking and crying. You are the problem. I would be out of here. And someone else, Don't Call Me White Girl. Shout out to her. I love her podcast. She said, it's the schooling. They're studying with outdated books written by racist white men. This is true. She said, unfortunately, when you see Black folks speak out on how effed up our healthcare system is, or when they speak of the unfair, cruel treatment they receive, they often aren't just speaking about incidents with white doctors and nurses. It be our own kind treating us bad, sad to say. It's in the books they used to study. They're all outdated. And she said, Dr. Jackie isn't the problem. She's just an example, a small piece of the huge cluster F that is the U.S. healthcare system. But y'all keep it up. Go on ahead and blame a Black female OBGYN from the South. And that is true. Dr. Jackie did go to medical school in the South. You can see she received her medical degree from the University of Mississippi School of Medicine. And I actually remember they talked about that on an episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. They talked about how Dr. Jackie went to school in the South. And so she is the epitome of respectability politics. Like, she believes as a Black person, if you act respectable, that you will receive respect. She actually buys into that. And they talked about it on Watch What Happens Live, that it's because she went to school in the South so many years ago, and that's what she was taught. I do think that's the problem. But I also want to share another comment, a positive comment from one of her patients. She said, I'm her patient. This woman cared for me in the midst of COVID. Stay at my bedside. I didn't have Medicaid, but her practice accepts it, and lobby stays full of Black women that enjoy being in her care. I'm not saying the comment was right, but the extremes that we take generalizing a person's character are wild. Don't become guilty of the same thing that's upsetting you, which is the tearing down of Black women. So you guys, I also want to share what Buffy said about Dr. Jackie. I think it's very important to hear Buffy out because her voice was silenced on Married to Medicine. But I do want y'all to hear Buffy out and hear what she had to say about Dr. Jackie, and leave a comment and let me know what you think about it.
She said this herself, right? And for all y'all elder OBGYN fans out there, you can scroll on because you done drank the Kool-Aid, the tea, the poison, or whatever, and ain't nothing I'm gonna say get you to see the light of day. So you can scroll on. And this is my platform, and I can say what the hell I want because I've actually met the bitch, okay? The old biddy. And I can age shame her all she want because she shamed my motherfucking uterus, okay? All right, so let's begin. Y'all, bravo, because that's who set this shit up with Kamala. Y'all should have let Simone do that interview. Y'all should have let Simone do that. Y'all should have I know y'all trying to save her career because I showed everybody who the hell she really is. I know, and y'all paying her all this damn money that she don't damn earn. Because where Curtis at this season? Yeah, I'm watching the season now. It's a good season. I'm watching it. Mm-hmm. Sweet Tea, shout out to Sweet Tea. That's why I'm watching it. Y'all should have let Dr. Simone do that. First of all, Jackie don't even have no damn regular Black clients, allegedly. If you're a rich Black woman, you can go to her ass. She don't take no damn Medicaid, no. She don't take, like, the people they're talking about Black mortality rates for pregnant women. She don't see them damn people. I bet she didn't tell Candy and the rest of them people, you don't need to be called off work during their pregnancy if they came in there with some damn problems. But the ones who ain't got a coin to pay you in cash, they need to prove without a shadow of a doubt that they're in fact in pain. And you a Black doctor saying this fucking shit, right? Why I got so much smoke? Okay, so I'm gonna share something with y'all. And I shared this with the producers of Married to Medicine when I was on the show. My aunt Dee Dee died in childbirth. Her daughter survived. I'm so thankful her dad is going to let her spend Christmas at my house, at our house this year. January 9th is the day that my aunt died and my little cousin's birthday. And my aunt went to her doctor, who's a black woman, and said she was having headaches and having pains, and she didn't believe my aunt. She didn't believe her. She didn't believe her. And I remember January 8th like it was yesterday. And there's so many things I wish that I had done differently. My aunt wasn't feeling well. We had a funeral in our family the next day, and I said, I better not see you. You better not be at that funeral. I better not hear that you went to that funeral. You need to stay in bed and rest. And she had gone to the doctor on January 8th, and they sent her home, and her blood pressure was through the roof. The next morning, her husband took her to the emergency room, and my aunt had a stroke. They took the baby, and she died. All because her doctor thought she wasn't really in pain. Stupid shit like the elder OBGYN just said kills people. It really does. It also puts this burden on black women that we can't be human, that we have to be sharp as iron and strong as steel all the time, even while bringing life into this world. And that's just not fair. You think if a black woman doctor thinks that folk that don't look like us don't think that? When y'all gonna call her on her shit? Forget me. I know some of y'all don't like me. You don't care. You won't believe the lies they said that I want a storyline. I didn't need a storyline. I was a friend. I was not full cast, even though I was full cast, because the motherfuckers saw who I am and used me for almost every goddamn episode. I didn't need a storyline. I was supposed to show up and be cute. That was it. I was supposed to be just Simone's friend. Not the whole season. And I was. Whatever y'all want to say. It's the motherfucking facts. That this woman chose to treat me the way she did because she didn't have no motherfucking storyline. Catch. Okay? And she's an OBGYN, somebody, and forget HIPAA, all y'all in that HIPAA shit. You have basic human decency, supposed to. You have professional and ethical basics not to do the shit that this woman does. And Heavenly tried to help. The dentist tried to help you. She was like, I don't know who you're talking about. The dentist wasn't getting caught up in that. She's smart. Y'all don't be catching. I've always said, I don't fuck with Heavenly, but I have always said, the bitch is smart. She ain't stupid. But when you are a narcissist and you think you Jesus of Jackie or Jackie of Marietta, you don't watch the evil that spew out your mouth. Sometimes it slip out. Like it slipped out when she was dealing with me, who she was very much intimidated by. Because when evil is around something you've been pretending to be nice, inherently kind like I am, it can't settle. Now I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all stuff together and get Bravo to get her off. She don't need to be that. Y'all should have had Dr. Simone do that. I don't even mess with Simone, but Simone has an excellent bedside manner. I bet she take Medicaid. I bet she does not put up a fuss when people that look like us say they're in pain while they are bringing life into the world. I bet she don't have no problems with writing a letter to let women call off work so they can sit on bed rest and nurture and bring a black child into this world. That's all I'm gonna say.
And while we're sipping tea, let's talk about some real tea. Let's talk about your tea. 2024 is quickly approaching, and it's that time of year when we start laying out our plans for the next year. And if your plan includes starting a business, continuing to run a business, or using social media at all for business, and that includes you content creators, I want you to download my free ebook. It's called The Pink Print, and it's a 30-page guide to YouTube in 2024, because you're definitely going to need YouTube in 2024. The link is in the description box and the comment section.